Hello everyone, and welcome back to Navigating the Periphery. My name is Deborah, and this is my son Philip.
Hello.
How is everyone doing today? If you're into what we're doing on this channel, you guys know what to do. We want to try and get our message out there and try to reach and help as many people as we can. Navigating the Periphery, we are trying to stop the stigma of a mental health diagnosis, one show at a time. If you know anyone who could benefit from watching our channel, please help spread the word.
Remember, it's okay not to feel or be okay all the time. You are not alone.
We're here.
We're here.
So Philip, how you doing today?
Doing good today, Mom. How about you?
I am good. I am good and excited to discuss today's topic. But first, a brief disclaimer here. We are not medical doctors.
No, we are not. Our channel is for information and education purposes only. And I'm speaking to you, that's you, guys out there from my personal life experience with OCD, GAD, and my schizoaffective disorder mixed type. So please refer to our full disclaimer at the end of this video and every episode that we put out. Today, we're going to navigate the periphery when your medication that you take for your schizoaffective disorder has been recalled by the Food and Drug Administration. And the panic and stress that it can cause. Because it stressed me out a little. So I wanted to talk about it.
Yes. A few weeks ago, the FDA recalled the drug Duloxetine, a popular antidepressant often known by the brand name Cymbalta. It was recalled a few weeks ago due to the presence of a potentially cancer-causing chemical. More than 233,000 bottles of Duloxetine capsules sold by the company Rising Pharmaceuticals were voluntarily recalled on November 19th, and the United States Food and Drug Administration assigned the recall as a Class 2 risk on December 5th. The risk level is the FDA's second most severe level. A Level 2 FDA recall, officially referred to as a Class 2 recall, is issued when a product may cause temporary or medically reversible adverse health effects, or when the probability of serious adverse health consequences is remote.
Duloxetine, brand name Cymbalta, is a selective serotonin and norepinephrine reuptake inhibitor antidepressant, or SSNRI. Duloxetine affects chemicals in the brain that may be unbalanced in people with depression. Cymbalta is used to treat major depressive disorder in adults. For me, it helps control the depressive symptoms that I experience with my schizoaffective disorder mixed type. This type of recall applies to situations where the product in question poses a moderate risk to consumer health, but does not typically cause life-threatening harm or irreversible damage. It is considered less urgent than a Class 1 recall, but still requires corrective action.
According to the FDA, the medication had the presence of an impurity, a potentially cancer-causing substance, or nitrosamine, called N-nitroso-duloxetine, that exceeds the recommended limit. The increased presence of this chemical may increase the risk of cancer in people if people are exposed to them above acceptable levels and over long periods of time. If you're wondering what all of this actually means and how it works, here is what's to know. In layman's terms, N-nitroso-duloxetine simply refers to a specific impurity that can be found in duloxetine. It is a type of nitrosamine specific to duloxetine and can be introduced via the manufacturing or storing process of the medication.
To break that down into simpler terms, nitrosamines are compounds found in water, cured and grilled meats, and some dairy products. According to the FDA, while nearly everyone is exposed to trace amounts of nitrosamines, studies link the contaminants to increased cancer risk if people are exposed to large amounts over long periods of time. So, hence the recall.
It's important to try not to panic when a drug recall like this happens, but it's understandable to have anxiety. The recent recall covered duloxetine drugs made by New Jersey-based company Rising Pharmaceuticals, while an earlier recall in October concerned capsules made by Tawa Pharmaceuticals. The first thing I did was call Philip's psychiatrist and request that a new prescription for Cymbalta, but the brand name, not the generic, be sent in for Philip due to this recall, and she sent it right into our local Walgreens because the brand name Cymbalta was not affected by the recall.
What we also did after a new prescription was called in for the brand name was research what batches of the duloxetine were affected and what those lot numbers were, because I still had 2 full bottles of this medication here at home. Because I always get a 90-day supply. When the FDA recalls medications, they usually post on news outlets the lot numbers that are affected in the recall.
Now, if your lot number is not on your medication bottle, you can call your pharmacy and they can provide you with that information so you can check to see if your medication is affected. We will leave the link to the drug recalls by the FDA in the description box below if any of you want to check on your medication.
I wanted to stress in this episode to try not to stress out when this happens. I know it could give you anxiety. It gave me a bit of anxiety, let's be honest. But what's good is the information is out there, and it's easy to obtain. Please remember to never just stop your medication at all.
Never.
Always call your psychiatrist or the healthcare provider that you get your medications from, and if you have residual anxiety, discuss it with your therapist. And remember, it's okay not to feel or be okay all the time. You guys are not alone.
We're
here.
And that we're here trying to stop the stigma of a mental health diagnosis one show at a time. Thank you so much for watching. We hope this episode helped inform you guys if any of you guys are taking duloxetine. Don't stress out. Just check your lot number. And if it's not on your bottle, just call the pharmacist and check the link in our description box. So until we see you in our next episode, coming really, really soon, take care. Don't stress out. No, don't stress.
No.
Have a great night, and we'll talk to you soon. Take care. Bye for now.
Bye.
Really?